Let's see. Anubis, an opportunity to show that they can and are changed men. We can bounce back from some oopsies and some daisies.
Best of one right now.
It is. Yeah.
Clean slate.
Absolutely. A clean slate and a map. Both teams, as you said, no slouch upon. YEKINDAR spoke of his name on the desk and, ooh, he's baited the shots. Confirms eyes on main early. It was Wonderful's P250. And he's had already a great time in this series. You've got Zarks and Jay on our observing. Burning the midnight oil.
Yeah, Jay.
Been a long old day. He's been here. They've been there all day. Jay's been...
Jay and MC.
Yeah.
They from here from start to finish. Giving us a nod here on the context cams.
First one's in. Last one's out. The unsung heroes.
oSee's baiting for Elige here.
Ooh, yeah, it's making me nervous, though, as he looks back to his monitor successfully. Wonderful. That P250 gets him nowhere.
Chipped away out now, but a two-man advantage surely should be enough. As Chopper trying to pivot here, will park Magics forward, but he has the bomb, so they need to regroup. And if they try and split A, well, that's into the stack. oSee, Nitro, and NAF all available to deal with this one. Starting to get aggressive. Bit of an Aggie move. Nitro and NAF about to give Siren a nap. And just two to find right now. And this is a very flat start for Spirit as they almost get spotted on the jump there from oSee.
Do that again. Too late now.
Alex, there's a bit of a gap to plant the bomb. I'm going to say a bit of a gap. I mean a gaping void.
Yes, a chasm. If YEKINDAR's not going to be able to... Hold this. Hi. Goodbye. Round. And bomb planted, but yeah, the round should go only one way here. Magics versus 5. A tale as old as time. As he does get 1 and 2, and the bomb's still being diffused. Consolation frags for Magics.
Okay, well, the plant's good. The kills are better. It's going to enable him to go AK head armor here. And considering that was a 5v2 situation, the bomb really never should have gone down. So Magics is essentially into a full buy. This can be a very strong second round.
And all of that could have been avoided.
Oh, I wish I spoke Russian.
Oh, yeah, we heard a little bit. You POS.
Sorry, I want to have some fun too as well.
That's allowed.
I just heard Boris say flash, and I was like, all right.
Oh, okay.
I speak Counter-Strike.
He would like a flash at some point, perhaps.
Well, he might need one here to enable this fight in towards B.
YEKINDAR gets the info again. He's definitely restrained his jiggles.
YEKINDAR, I hardly know her.
Chad, comedian Birchall. I love it. And YEKINDAR will drop his smoke after feeling the scrutiny of those T-smokes. They are landing on the site, and Elige gets himself a little bit tagged up on the way in. But in he is.
And over they come. 4 bodies on the site right here for Liquid to defend against this. They could continue to block as NAF feeling the heat of those flames just behind his feet.
Oh dear! A collapse on the Liquid defense. And Liquid, they won this first round. NAF again rights the ship momentarily. Siren from Dark has got himself back in. oSee and Nitro on either side. That's info. Chopper screaming at his boys. There's only one. And they found him. oSee down to 6 HP. If he could just get away. Doesn't wait for the flash to pop. Wonderful. Pops his clogs.
Well, Maui was talking about Nitro. Potentially a wasted performance for him on Overpass. He is the A defender here, and that is the anchor bomb site, so it could potentially be a weak point or a targeted position for Spirit throughout this T-half. But now he has to try and 1-on-2 with the bomb down, 30 seconds remaining, and only an MP9 in his hands. Best of luck.
I have a question, but I'm going to give Nitro the respect it deserves. So, that double kill there. You know,
yeah, as they waltz on in.
Yeah, people have called it Glizzy in the past, Glyph, Plateau.
I went with Glyph, and look, Ali made it Glizzy, and Connor was happy with it. But it was Glyph originally.
It was Glyph. Glizzy does roll off the tongue, though. But, depends.
Anyway.
Yeah. What I wanted to talk about was, have you ever seen CTs, like, pop off from taking that fight? It just feels like the most favorable exchange.
Yeah, only NAF yesterday, and he was like the third prong fighting. He wasn't the first. If you're an AWPer or something in that position...
It just seems like it's a bait. Don't... Just like, it's just...
It's scary, right? Because this does turn into a bit of an aim map over towards this B bomb site, but Spirit will break serve here, and they're looking to continue the pain. Need another tennis reference.
Yeah. Tell you what, there's no love for Liquid. Maybe not. Actually, Naf grabs himself a lovely Galil. And Naf, the safest pair of hands in North America. Relieved of his life.
Yeah.
oSee's on the bait angle we were discussing.
Well, Liege will be able to get this one back. He is a little bit worried that Chop's still around, but speaking of Chop, and Magic's been chopped down to half, and it's just an aim map, Alex. It's just an aim map. Stand, fight, that's fine.
Okay, well, Elige, no slouch in the aim department. What you got for us?
Say again.
Oh, yeah, he will. Conversation's not done. 2 HP. Yeah, Chopper go for that bomb retrieval, but it's only him and Nitro. Magix will surely be... What? Oh! Magix got caught off guard. Completely did not consider Nitro's flank that quick. And now they are low. Nitro might have to be the hero. What's going on here?
Well, this around-the-world maneuver is going to take another 10 seconds before Elige is even in a position to help, and he's low on HP. So sure, they might still consider Dark here, but remember, no kit for this. It's going to be too little too late, I feel.
Nitro's just smoked to retrieve. It looks like they almost are playing for the save now.
All right, well, conceding this one. Felt like there was a chance. I suppose the damage done to Patsy and Chopper somewhat unconfirmed here, not knowing exactly how low these two individuals are. So even though they thought the fight was coming, they will get to retain their rifles, and scoreline will go 2-1 in favor of Team Spirit here. Now, if you are just joining us, welcome. Map kicked off on Nuke. That was the map choice of Spirit and Liquid, a team traditionally, at least in modern Counter-Strike, not really at the top of their charts. I think Maui said it was the first time that they had won Nuke in about 3 years. And you move forward onto Overpass, Liquid's choice, a hard-fought affair, but Spirit, they definitely didn't lose theirs. Led by Wonderful, the young gun on the AWP. Pipped them with the post 16 to 13, and now we find ourselves on the newest map in the pool.
Interesting to see Halley call one so early here in the third.
Kind of like it.
Just making sure his troops, as they go into what will be just the 4th round of play.
It's hard to contribute a lot here if you're Daps as well. Sure, you can spend these 30 seconds to come up with a plan with the AK and the Galil. You've been able to drop the Deagle and the 5-7 across YEKINDAR with a flash, the same for Naf. But really, that's all you have. So you get like one crack, and then you can rejig and try again.
Now, I spoke to Daps about that, like what can you really get done in 30 seconds? And he says most of his work is done ahead of time, of course. Occasionally, there's something that's been missed, but you know, you've got Nitro and YEKINDAR, the brain trust. You can usually count on them to be on the right tone.
Well, I think YEKINDAR's going to try and set Elige up here for an aggressive aim-aim maneuver with the Galil and a flash. Nitro the same over towards the extremity of B long. Not really much A presence whatsoever here, as we can see. So Elige might go missing as far as impact here. Naf will smoke off Dark and hope to force them through Canal elsewhere, or at least delay them for now. But Team Spirit don't have to be too scared about this. You can see them just adjusting their seating positions, getting ready. Raring to go. Elige is the one to cop the flash. And we all know how that went on Overpass. I'd love to get them to candidly talk about that.
I mean, the fact that it's still just...
It's in my brain. I don't know how it's not in theirs.
Yeah. Ooh. A variation or a missed smoke?
I guess that's kind of cool. Yeah, for that exact reason.
Wow.
A little bit of cheeky coverage for Siren to pip Naf at the post, and as he peers back, he's going to get a face full.
Yeah, Lige does reveal that Galil. Another rifle to be scooped on up, so no harm, no foul. Nitro's AKs safely escorted back to spawn, and it may not be safe after all. Magix, Boris the Butcher, brandishes his katana and slices an AK-47 out of the mix. Excuse me, that was the Galil. There it goes. Just the oSee AK running away and hiding on in main.
All right, well, the first gun round We'll be getting underway in round number 5. Oh, that's an angle of the side I haven't seen before. Look at these cams from Jay. Working on him. He knew the map was coming to the pool before everybody else. But there is no AWP available here for Team Liquid on this defense, and not one necessary for Team Spirit on the attack. Siren doubled up in this round. Some tidy shots at range. And a handy one there. Let's get into the business. For those of you who missed the Liquid versus Na'Vi game on Anubis yesterday that went to OT, it was some heroics from this man on your screen right here, YEKINDAR. Had to go massive. Even had an ace that was, well, definitely some missteps. But that did tilt the likes of Na'Vi and help for Liquid to push it to the distance and then some, but not enough for the victory.
Yeah. I hadn't considered that it was YEKINDAR who'd said Na'Vi easiest in the group, and then it was YEKINDAR who ace clutched them. That would explain just how tilted they were.
Well, I guess the win's the only thing that matters there, and that's probably why Electronic at the end of that game was more than happy to throw it back in his face.
Honestly, I think he looked more hyped than when he lifted the trophy.
It's a new look Electronic, isn't it? Not only in the SAS, but in the server. We're getting the player we remembered. So we do get this default underway, and Patsy alongside of Magix have full mid control for an ace split.
We saw Liquid getting, kind of not abused, but Elige was having a tough time against Electronic.
Oh, he was getting abused.
Yeah, okay. But now it's not just one. The whole squad. Wonderful, walking that bomb around. He's not yet to commit, and these smokes, they do inseminate doubt. Nitro looking the wrong way. Smoke, of course, keeps him under a sense of security, but postured for the A-pop. Nitro just up close, and with only a FAMAS fading now. Nitro gonna get a face full of lead. Chopper on 2 HP. No multi-kill provided. Elige, just another dink. Oof. Chopper and Siren peppered, but Liquid full of salt.
And Patsy already hunting here, removes another rifle. This is going to go from bad to worse here from Team Liquid. More on the blockers. Oh, now they're contained thanks to Patsy. Liquid didn't make a single information play. They didn't push B long. Didn't try and go dark. They had no info mid. Completely boxed in, and that shows you how easy it is with no information. Big component of Counter-Strike at the top level, and, well, Naf will give Patsy a whole lot. Yeah, he's outside of B, boys, if we want to try again. But I think Spirit will be happy with this. Just working through the path of least resistance, segregating the defense. Spoke about its 3-1-1 setups or 2-2-1, pretty traditional for that CT side. And you see in this scenario, them completely foregoing mid due to pressure, having to play a 3-2 split. And with mid, the quickest rotation point between those two sites, there's no real option for Team Liquid to get back into things. And if this continues in this fashion, it'll be the first time that Liquid are the ones trailing by such a margin. We had them get off to quite the flyer on Nuke, and then a fantastic start. It was 8-4 on the first half of Overpass before it was brought back to an 8-7 scoreline, thanks to some resilience from those two gentlemen on your screen, Hallie and Chopper, in-game leader and coach respectively.
And it is mad to me that, I mean, coming into this map, you have the deepest run you've had of a major, and Dexter says, I'll be going. Your star raw perp disbands, and it goes to greener pastures. And then you'd manage to rustle up a 18-year-old in the form of Wonderful, who's managed to already drop 51 frags over 2 maps, coming into the third, equally as consistent and threatening.
Oh, he's the real deal, that's for sure.
I mean, they just landed on their feet, did Spirit.
Yeah, it was this prospect that was discussed. I think Neil M and Faceit helped get him out to Germany, where he was able to get a PC, get to practice, and then get picked up. So you can see what happens here.
Yeah, I love that.
Well, these 2 saved guns are in play, and they're over towards A to try and ward this away.
Even got Nitro in support. As little as he can provide. It is going to be a smoke grenade. Does he want to slow them down? extinguish, nade, headshot. oSee heating up with the rifle. 2 right back, but the bomb will be lost for a moment. Magics will scoop it up. Patsy will sweep in and take the space. This is a mean way to finish because they found the rifles and the frags and the clear sight. To disrupt, ooh, yeah, YEKINDAR. He gets the info at the bare minimum. Patsy no longer a surprise.
Should be able to run over now as well. Don't have to be so worried about this. Sure, Elijah's been able to pick up a rifle. I think the same could be said for Nitro very, very shortly here, but the bomb to be planted momentarily. Just being diligent on the clears. Digits getting punched in. Magics will be the one escorting that to its destination. But with the oSee highlights today, you play them and you ask everybody if they think he's an AWP or a rifler. I can tell you what I'd be saying. Oh, look at this type of a clear here for Elijah. I don't even think he's going to go for it and won't get a chance. Patsy, that's naughty. And that's going to sting. 5-1. Spirit showing prowess here on the newest map in the pool. And the desk was speaking about it. Sure, Liquid have a lot of reps on this.
Yeah.
What's that going to account for?
Have they had any reps against a team that can take 13 T rounds against Big Clan?
Yeah, now that's a...
That's a different kettle of fish altogether.
Indeed. And not only that, Liquid did lose to Big on this map over in the Blast Premier Spring groups not that long ago. Crimbo, Tabs, and Keto Faven all just dumpstering him.
And how many T rounds did Liquid get?
A total of 4.
Okay. Spirit, 5-1. See if that result stomping against Big is an exception or the rule.
Well, if this continues in this fashion here, we've seen this util set from many a team now. Smoke on the other side of Dark. Oh. Somewhat in vain now with that extinguish.
Decision to be made. As soon as it lands, you've got a choice.
Made for them there with the follow-up of the molly. We've already had Spirit versus FaZe in this event thus far. You and I covered it off, and it was a 2-0 in favor of FaZe. Spirit didn't look themselves here, but now getting a few more reps in Big, and potentially the Liquid scalp. Maybe they are ready to take on the big dogs.
Here's the contrast. oSee on the AWP, double AWP for Liquid, and oSee managed a dispatch of 2.
They dumped everything into this Spirit.
Previously, evades the spray. They put it all in there and then think better of it. 40 seconds as they drop the bomb and want to go and investigate, and oh boy. oSee, good onto the Siren, goes wide, Magix returns. Keeps it on a level playing field, and this fight is everything for YEKINDAR. I say that as actually Chopper changes his mind, changes path, and back to the A site. Elijah to be tested in mid as oSee posts his second. 2 big scalps, good smoke. Acorn and oSee collecting 3 on the way in. 10 seconds, Chopper needs this frag now, and it's not to be as another one from Elijah puts Patsy on 5 HP. 3 from oSee.
That's what you need from oSee, right? That type of impact there. The first is great, but the follow-up too. That is what we're talking about. That type of impact needs to be felt. So delivering here, 8 kills for him in total. Second round now for Team Liquid. The double AWP setup could be a difference maker here. To give him a bit of freedom as well. Naf won't need oSee to be there to help him take those more long-range duels. oSee can be a bit more dynamic across the map here and back and forth with these timeouts. Spirit will be taking their second so far. The mental chess between both these teams as to move his pieces around the board.
Yeah, but Nuke feels like so long ago, right? You talk about the mental gymnastics both teams have been doing. I think at the start it definitely looked like Liquid were in firm control of it. Spirit, though, they did show that resilience that was admirable and brings us here. 5-2. Liquid need to replicate.
Interesting to see how they deal with this now. The fact that Wonderful's into the AWP here means it might just be something a little bit more standard. Work the map, default spread, apply the pressure, flashed off the mid line. Here's oSee.
Ooh, nice nade from A onto Wonderful, holding those T stairs. Lee's responsible for that. And oSee responsible for mid. Patsy for Spirit, the same. And this is another one of those that oSee gonna have to avoid that flash, pulls the trigger and falls away. Unscathed. Lee should take his place.
to their responsibilities here. oSee trained to watch this smoke fade. Elige with the doors.
He must be aware now. That right side. Common hidey hole will spread now. Oof! Patsy burnt down to a crisp to 38. Still as crispy as ever. Nice trade from Chopper. Miss from oSee. Double for Team Spirit.
That
They
was
have to
really
ramble
well
over.
done.
They have to get through. Nitro, a huge frag to post, but they come into disrespect. And Siren, a quick adjustment. Hard site to get back into with a number disadvantage.
Might not even be considered here. I just wanted to highlight this again. So Spirit threw a Molotov from outside of A to land in A con that oSee had to extinguish so that he could stay fighting in middle to help out Elige, and that's how Chopper got the double up.
Brilliant. And they are walking in very late. Kit on YEKINDAR. Oh, headshot from Magix. Just a slither of YEKINDAR's quiff. Poking out above the box. And that will be 6.
I will say if they saved that other rifle, they could have all had a gun coming into this next round. Now, YEKINDAR will not. Or actually, Naf will just be able to drop him. So that'll be fortunate here.
Well, by exact amounts.
Yeah, which is pretty wild, all things considered. They haven't taken a timeout just yet, Liquid, to discuss this, so I'm sure they're just going through the finances and making this all possible. Yeah, there it is. So Naf drops across the AWP for oSee. It's actually ended up all right because we've had individuals buy into Famis's here, so that's curious. Naf still definitely could have dropped an M4, but went for nades instead. Speaking of nades, it's going to be a molly forward, and that'll flush out the stairs position.
oSee could be having that head-to-head with Wonderful, and smoke from the T's that they charged through. Magix. By oSee's door, Patsy wins the exchange, or rather the AK v Famas. Both hit their shot. Naf, though, this is telegraphed. This is a free frag for the 20 HP Patsy.
With murder here to Patsy. Pressure applied. That's a well-placed molly this time round. oSee will have to move and respect this. Oof, and Chopper patrolling middle takes down Nitro. A's open for business. This is a very well put together T side here. Team Spirit seem to have a very good understanding, and they're doing a lot of pressure, or at least they did in the early stages, and tried again here with Magix to put pressure on towards this B long position coming through B main, and it'll force the CTs to use a whole lot more utility than they would be comfortable with. And when he throws that limp smoke in to lurk out through, if that was a little bit deeper, could have given himself even more to work with. But you think about that prospect, you put it further on the CT side of the mouth of main, and now you can be peeling out on either side of that smoke. You've just created a whole bunch of new angles that didn't exist before.
Yeah, it was really cool to see. I can imagine that might serve a conditioning purpose as well. oSee does want to hold on to his weapon. If Patsy gets this for 20 HP, yeah, oSee puts him back in his place. Puts him back in his box. Wonderful wants to come and knock in as well. They really want to take these away. oSee, 10 frags already. Just desperate for survival. It's all good in the hood. 7 for Spirit. Liquid preserve 2 rifles. And I mean, Spirit, we talked about their haul previously. This one looks like it could be heading in a similar way. The Liquid defense just feels like it's being picked apart. It feels like Chopper's forcing them to make decisions they don't want to make.
And YEKINDAR's somewhat missing in 2 maps right now. On Overpass, I don't want to say it was a non-issue, but giving away an awful lot of deaths here, and so far only 1 kill to his name.
And he is a crucial component of this machine.
And again, elimination match here. Now, with a crack at phase for the final spot for Group A, to make their way into the Spodek next weekend. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, all the action. RV, G2, Heroic, and Vitality already locked on in.
Ooh.
Some big names, some heavy hitters. Zywu, Simple, Nico, Stown.
Damn, bro.
Sticking with the stars.
I'll see you there.
Wonderful. Waited out the nade this time round. No dark smoke. Orpa happy to train on this angle peak. I dare you, he says. Siren allowed to scale up for free here.
YEKINDAR's, as discussed, been having a bit of a rough go of things. This is a crucial fight, and he's just playing a jiggle molly defense. Which they can go wide upon. Okay, from the grave, the flame will equalize, but still.
Here's the B exec behind
Here they come. Elysian Naf trying to work it out. Get their pieces in the right place. Smoke on main. Holding them at bay. Oof, only for a moment. Siren, premium headshot onto Elysian. Now they crawl further. Smoke is good. Molly weak. Spotted out, but a messy spray. This could go Liquid's way. Nitro, an impactful double. Naf still there and wonderful in the 1v2. So many clutches have happened around this site. Wonderful gives us a tutorial.
That's not the one.
It's not that one. oSee eats the flash, but 35 seconds, and he is just sticking around, baiting shots, and a hero no scope. Come on now. Don't have to run him down.
Try again.
Okay. Now then. I think that's for the best.
You couldn't believe it there. I think you got to hit the jump, young buck. You got to get that bouncing into the back. That's not the way.
Ooh.
Well, that is going to be the third right now.
And
again, Halley keeps taking... They've only lost 3 rounds, and none of them have been consecutive. How many rounds does he want on this T side right here, right now? Well, another timeout, indicative of a whole lot more. You definitely want the half win.
Yeah, I think he got a taste for double-digit T-sides after that previous affair, and yeah, why not? Especially when you know that once those turn tables, you are going to probably want to see as few a CT required as possible. You can see Liquid feeling the brunt of that right now. Patsy did go down after that opening, and despite Siren's heroics, it was the double from Nitro and Naf combining for the third. Hey guys, we don't have to show it again.
Don't do that to the poor guy.
And then you show a Siren reaction like that. Look at us changing the narrative, the power of the media.
Siren's so tilted at Wonderful there for not winning that 1-on-3.
He actually hates him now, I think.
God damn it.
Yeah.
God damn it, Wonderful.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Reason.
Bit of something. 2-1-2 here, so oSee searching and might find.
That's the lurk smoke. oSee away, yeah, cheeky. Spotted. Burning. oSee will dip. Siren does a lot, though, in terms of puffing up his chest. That's a prime example of that.
And a lot of calming there as well, likely identifying that it was the AWP. So that makes you think maybe a double setup in play here, which seems to have called Chopper back across to join the likes of Wonderful and Siren still hanging out at boat. YEKINDAR with an info play now over towards B long, and this here is huge. Sector clear, boys.
I just saw Elige coming a lot. Like, as he was staring at mid, sector clear, short. Naf on his way to hold A-Con will free up Elige.
They've booked them right here, Liquid. They know this has to be the A hit. YEKINDAR has so much info.
30 seconds staring at the smoke, so it's in their favor now. Still 2 smokes for the boys. oSee still has 1 if you wanted to slow them down. Patsy, yeah, you can go into B, but I don't think they have the time. 25.
Is this a save? They have to head back, and how?
Great power position to hold.
They're going to be able to get into B here.
God,
They're going to be able to plant.
Siren found out. Still, though, that bomb will go down. YEKINDAR let it go. Patsy onto Naf, and the bomb extends play. Man advantage for the retake. Good angle from Patsy. He's on the low HP. Perhaps the element of surprise can favor him here. Doubling up. Chopper 1. Oh, and Patsy there for the trade to keep us level. Smoke, no, absent. Nitro from dark side. Miss out a Wonderful, but no kit for Liquid. This one done.
Sitting the 10-second here.
You can somehow... Oh, through the flames! They actually get away with it! YEKINDAR will bail him out of trouble. It was his sight. Oh, it was his fault, but saved. Holy moly.
Wow, that is so close. So close. I thought Spirit played that very well in the number disadvantage situation. They didn't hang around dark. They didn't sit the site, be susceptible to either of the flanks. They took the territory presented to them. This combo of Patsy and Chopper up in cave, taking these biffs. It was great. It was inspired, but some whiffs on the AWPs, and we haven't been saying that a whole lot. Paul, wonderful, contained.
That Molly combo, yeah, you can see he had no options available to him. Bad ass. And Nitro as well, just making the executive decision. Cover me, I'm going in.
He's been a diffuse specialist.
He has actually.
Let's go back to nuke.
Man's definitely got his masters in bomb defusal.
Selected his class at the start of the series.
Yeah, it's an elective. A specialist. And YEKINDAR, an important one just to get the juices flowing again as he's up against just pistols and what was a rifle. Patsy's had that taken from him.
Found a layer of confidence here, haven't Liquid? Opportunity right now as they see this weaker buy to turn 4 into 5. This one's been very, very quick. Chopper through middle again, down, and now it's just Siren with a Glock.
Is there anything that he could seek out safely? I would imagine no.
Showing us how beautiful T-Spawn is.
Naf might get caught out a little bit here. For a moment.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
Okay. Well, the only one who's screwed is Patsy, and that was through virtue of no loss bonus in the Previ.
Bit of a second wind here out of Liquid.
What an AK, what am I talking about?
But over the course of the last slew of rounds, Liquid have just managed to keep the coffers full just a little bit, saving 2 players every single time, rarely wiped clean. And well now, 3 in a row. Those double AWPs are back in business, and ooh, they're going for a stack nade this time. No one's home. Wonderful, definitely learned that lesson the first time.
Sounds threatening, doesn't it? And that at least gives you an indication that 2 players were over towards A. And YEKINDAR again, really taking liberties here. Pinned. One's good enough.
Found the AK. Knows that Magic's on long. Patsy and Siren working dark. oSee's going to have to be responsible for one of the 2. You can see the crossfire from Ivy. Has the dark exit. Naf, albeit with the low HP. And oSee counter Magic just over the top of the smoke there. Naf hits the AWP shot as well. Liquid, they've just, when necessary, managed to string together a consecutive run of convincing rounds.
Imagine if this becomes better, defending the B bomb site with 2 AWPs, because Liquid have had to start 2A in a lot of rounds here. Oh, leg shot.
And the rest falls to Elige. Or not. Just averts his gaze. Nitro Brave rounds the corner to secure it. Get both AWPs back.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
And that's the key here, that they definitely want to retain these double AWPs. I think it can be very, very strong on a map like Anubis. We saw Hooksy doing some double AWPing just the other day alongside of oSee and finding some success with it. This is going to be the 4th and final timeout from Team Spirit here. I can't believe I'm saying that.
It's fine. Halley knows basically he'll force the rest out of Liquid.
Okay.
In the second half.
Yeah, thinks they're going to get it on the way back down the home stretch here. But it has now been 4 consecutive rounds here. At one point, the scoreline 7-2. Now reads 7-6. Just shows you how cruel of a mistress Counter-Strike can be. And should be 7-7 unless Liquid have a footfall against some upgraded pistols here.
You know, those fast A's, especially when there's double AWPs.
Yeah, but the problem is they've just been playing 2-1-2.
Yeah.
So if they do run in towards either bomb site here, they're going to have to hope that there are a couple of big misses. It's been consistent. 2-1-2 approaches throughout here, and this time it'll be a 2-2-1, but Elige can cheat over almost immediately.
It's a Poppy A. It's quick, it's unannounced. You can see no smoke dark, but no info on the cross. Naf with nothing to report.
Yeah, that's a lot of information here. It puts Nitro on high alert, but Elige's actually left him hanging.
Yeah, I guess in your mind it could be a B stack, and now, oof, God, it does hinge on Nitro getting away with this smoke.
This could get scary.
It already is. Nitro, smoke. Hope. They look the other way. Gets one and done. That may not be enough. They already smoked themselves out. And he's pushing through it.
Pistol's perfect at this range now. Patience. Liquid, you're going to have to wait this out. A redeploy. 2 rotating through beach here. Remember, double AWP retake on this A site. We'll make it 3.
Oh my lordy lord. Good damage onto Siren. Need some precise headshots here. Now coordinating his hands to lead with 1, but wonderful. Ruins the hopes and dreams of Liquid. 1 back from YEKINDAR. And from behind, Patsy strikes. oSee needs 1 more. Knows he's on the side. Jumping up and hits nothing. Wonderful secures it, and Spirit throw pace into the mix to shatter the run from Liquid. They just went on a 4-round run with guns against guns and falter against the pistols.
That's wild, isn't it? This is absolutely insane and wonderful again. Just consistent impact from this absolute monster here. One on the way in, the rifle mops up the mess towards the heaven position, and here clutches out the one-on-one situation, and that is going to get the juices flowing. I thought they had the setup they were looking for there, Liquid, but wincing away. That was the strongest flashbang I think I've ever seen.
I've never seen a flash so strong.
I thought you and I just died. I don't know what happened. We were on our way to heaven.
I can see the light, Chad. I can see it.
That was something.
Oh, man.
Everyone's in shock after that one.
Wonderful with the quad. And it's majority of it, bar the first, with Nitro's M4. Just ruined Liquid. Just as it looked like they were getting their heads screwed on tight. Once more for this final fight in the second half.
Monster series from Igor so far. I think coming into this map was already plus 22 in the stat lines. And again, when they want it, Liquid are able to take this information over towards B long, but it doesn't always help them. They've traded mid control for B long info. Elige again with another block smoke, trying to just hold them at bay for now.
Oh, he's playing with fire. Flirting with the smoke. 3 enemies reside on the other side. Nothing but a FAMAS to his name. Nitro brings some pain. Siren's gone, but Elige with that FAMAS and the frag caught off by Patsy, because he's the one to double up. Chopper catches the rotate. Only oSee, and he's gone to 9 rounds, a solid haul, all of their timeouts, but worth it for 9. Liquid, Spirit, only 1 will keep their head above water. Join us after the break. Team Spirit versus Liquid, the final half of this best of three. One of the teams going home empty-handed in the group stage of IEM Katowice. The winner meets FaZe for the final spot from this group. This is all to play for. Team Spirit, a map they seem to be quite attuned with, and up against them, Team Liquid, posting 6 on their defense. The bar is set, and the pistol begins.
Hold on to your hats. This one might get wild here. Crazy Counter-Strike always on the menu when you have the new map in play, and the 1x bet odds finally favoring Team Spirit here is Patsy. Well, aggressive, of course, takes the joust in mid, and he's lighting up the server. 2 clean kills.
That is abuse. That is disrespect. And YEKINDAR been spotted on the cross back. Nice long range to the damage of Chopper, but the rotate will be there, and they're all going to opt from CT Avenue, so it's just going to be a shooting gallery on this cross. Maybe oSee's P250 can disrupt on the cross. Oof! Yes, indeed. Bomb across, 3v4. Liquid, can you really turn this around?
Chopper has a smoke here. If he's able to smoke off towards B main, it's going to isolate one of the key components of this, which is oSee. You've already highlighted the P250, the most potent pistol of the bunch.
Yeah, YEKINDAR's hiding in plain sight, hoping to take one off Naf's contact. Clean headshot needed. Posted by Nasty Ass. Naf 2'd before he's silenced. Patsy low. oSee sends him lower, and a 1v2 for Chopper. Doesn't have the health, doesn't have the time. And Liquid take the pistol. Hard fought. That was a what, 3v5?
Yeah, that was definitely a 3v5 right there. As soon as they get into that B site control, it's more than enough, especially thanks to oSee alleviating a bit of pressure. That one's going to sting here. Team Spirit have lost both pistols thus far in the third map of play.
I mean, this is why. It was a 3v5. Patsy with an insane start. It was Naf with some recovery as always. And oSee, I think he definitely deserves the credit towards that Temple fight. Liquid, a leg up now.
This is interesting.
Yeah, I haven't seen this one before.
All 5 dark.
Wow. YEKINDAR has no idea how effective that was. Or maybe he does. Teammates of mid might have heard something. And here they come, bounding around.
Hear this.
Yeah, Elige screaming.
Hello.
More.
Do it, Elige. You know you want to.
Do you really want to?
You really want to.
Off the flash. Here we go. And there they go. Definitely want the Mac 10 to farm these up. Got to think about longevity. A long half ahead of us. And another one for the Mac 10. We'll clean house. And yeah, nothing to complain about there. Team Liquid very happy with that one.
Yeah, you'd be happy with that. Now, buy to come out here. Wonderful will not be into the AWP in the first gun round on the CT side, but the same conversation to be had for oSee on the other. Head armor on only 2 players. Magix and Chopper prioritizing that into Famis's. So these Mac 10s for YEKINDAR and Nitro can do an awful lot of damage, and that doesn't look like a tilted Elige by any means. A big smile on the face.
That's a good sign for all Liquid fans. Man's here. Top of the scoreboard alongside oSee and Naf. Everyone packing a punch here on the must-win map.
Interesting start here from Spirit. It's 3 leaning towards this A side of the map. Patsy caretaking middle from the A connector.
That is rare.
If they watched the game yesterday, they know Nitro is always quite aggressively set up for these A main control fights.
I guess you can hold mid as well. Patsy's kind of taking cursory glances at that mid cross. You just concede all of this. But one single smoke, and yeah, the B players are going to be on high alert.
I guess they're happy to let them go into Temple and try and flank B, because Wonderful and Co can try and rotate back through CT spawn. If it's the A split, the lion's share of the bodies ready, willing, and able. Suspiciously quiet in middle.
Tis. And Siren. Ooh, found out. Nitro will get the info safely. Forward position. He had some confidence to do so.
I feel like they really want to split A here.
Yeah, and actually, as time has passed, Patsy's cheating back to B. YEKINDAR being loud about his presence towards the dark, and as he does so, start to maneuver in. 20 seconds. This is getting sketchy now. It has to be onto the A site. Siren's so focused with Nitro. Perhaps they can isolate. Wonderful. Big frags. oSee and Elige deliver. Patsy, surely, chop liver. What are you supposed to do about that? Nice find on Naft as he tries to upgrade. And now sent to the grave. It is surely just a save. You can see Chopper hanging out still on B. Magix as well, not really making too many moves. Patsy just feeling himself.
He has some room here. I think this is just damage. There's another. Quickly snaps into action. Elige stalling out this mid-cross. They have to deal with him if they want any chance.
Oh, what a snap. Takes down Magix, but still hot and bothered. oSee still making impact on that Galil. He got him in, and he'll take him out with a smile on their face and 3 frags to his name. oSee up to 18 on the rifle on the way into the site.
Yeah, a bit of redemption here for oSee. Lots of impact to be felt throughout this map, and this is the one that counts the most here. Map number 3. Winner stays in, loser goes home. And a chance to take on FaZe Clan tomorrow for the final spot from Group A into the Spodek. Nitro, Maui said maybe a bit of a wasted performance on Overpass. He's now struggling down the bottom with only 8 frags to his name, but if the team gets there, it doesn't really matter, does it? Another eco here for Team Spirit. Liquid destined to be the first to get to double digits.
An early contact is felt in middle. It was Patsy's bullets. Bang on the money. Chopper.
Looking a bit silly.
Yeah. Almost as if he disconnected. Just static. With a smoke in his hand. Bodies are dropping all over the site. This is a liquid round. A 10th to be specific. Running in against the partial buy.
Looking a bit more fiery as well.
Yeah. Good stuff out of YEKINDAR there just to make sure they're in. And now they just need to make sure they can get out. Patsy's trying to take one away. Siren will dip.
Terrorists win.
So quiet in the Hall of Heroes right now.
Oh, he just took some damage. His armor no longer perfect. Just on the way out. So that MAC-10 still has a couple of exposed heads to deal with. In fact, 3 members of Spirit going to be susceptible to that SMG. And they are going to keep it. I mean, no. Yeah, they're going to keep it.
It's YEKINDAR. Why the hell not?
Feeling himself.
And not using the spawn to rush in towards B quite swiftly here. He's just going to head back to his usual territory of the canal. This is looking like a lot of pressure to be applied towards this B bomb site. YEKINDAR to come in through dark, which hasn't been smoked from Chopper just yet. Wonderful's AWP at the ready.
Has to be nullified. Damn. Just like that. Wonderful doesn't miss. You give him an opportunity. Half a second before the smoke plumes. As the flashes leave the hands of his
Look at
teammates.
this Chopper push. You don't see a lot of this.
You don't. And it's a potent one. oSee jumping to his demise. And a flawless round for the CT side.
Okay, well, that explosive maneuver there from Liquid, they have plenty of money to work with more rounds here. You could see them just trying to pounce on Spirit's B defense, but not even cracking. Battered away with ease, and now it's just Naf looking for some form of damage here. There's plenty of time. As mentioned, plenty of money, still 5k residual. And I don't think he's going to continue much further than here. So 35 seconds on the clock to see this one saved on out. And again, this is feeling a whole lot more like Overpass than Nuke. It wasn't the comeback, right? Spirit on Nuke did their best to bring it back, but Liquid eventually burnt them. It was quite truly a Molotov for Liquid on Nuke to get them the victory.
Yeah, and the way that round went, you know, that was as we highlighted, the best shot after a while. And it did come down to a spread of a Molotov. I mean, could have been a very different state of play had it not been for Naf and that long yard play. And that was a long time ago.
Right, and you look at Overpass, it was much more of a back and forth affair. Round for round, maybe like some small streaks of 2 to 3 max. Outplaying each other, money in very brittle positions throughout for both teams, just constantly having to take inventory and go, hey, look, we need to take these saves. We don't have the loss bonus. We might find ourselves in a similar situation here. Great shot from Wonderful. Chopper delivered. twice. Make that thrice on the drop down of oSee.
Ten. Looking very aggressive, using that flash to take early doors, and yeah, a lot of early presence, trying to force that util out, and successfully. Patsy cowers into the A site. Elise already posturing for more as the flashes come in. Yeah, re-smoke required. And YEKINDAR takes Chopper out again in this head-to-head. He started off with 1 frag for 8 deaths, finds himself now up to 13, so new lease of life for YEKINDAR when it is do or die. Sink or swim, wonderful. Slinks into the tight line already. Magic's good for the first, now repositions and gets another one. Stunning headshot, miss from Wonderful. Never said that before over the course of the map.
All the series, really. Kid's been sharp. Opportunity here for Liquid. 3-on-3 situation. Naf at the ready. This should be his every day of the week. Patsy down.
Despite the heroics from Magix, he kept it competitive. But has to respect this one, back it away.
There's a big key that I've noticed in a lot of these, well, last few rounds, right, is that YEKINDAR is scaling up quite quickly for this dark fight that's not being smoked. Which means that if you are Spirit, maybe you want to look for an aggressive fight there with Wonderful's AWP, which, well, the question is it going to be possible? Also need the spawn. There's some flashes that you can do from A to flash the T-stairs position, so you can come out for that pick and try and isolate YEKINDAR, who's scaling up quite fast and quite truly going, it's Chopper, I'm going to aim map you. And right now, I think the duel has fallen in the favor of YEKINDAR more times than Chopper. Look at it.
Yeah.
He's ahead of the smoke. It's an easy frag. They're into the site. Some good shooting from Magic Shore. Oh, and the young gun, 18 years of age here.
Hey, you've missed 1 shot in 3
know,
maps.
But
like, okay,
own worst critic.
Yeah, perfectionism.
And everything on the line here is a pace change by the looks of things. Double AWP setup available. They throw the dark smoke this time round. No YEKINDAR scaling up behind it here. Wonderful's AWP at the ready on A, but he's not in an aggressive stance. He's posturing to the fishtail right now.
Looks like he's opted for swim. Warded off. Gap on the smoke. Liquid will back up. But you can see as they recede from one, they advance on another. It's Naf and YEKINDAR. And there's no one actively holding this. Who has the balls to just walk up? YEKINDAR does. And this is the response. CT's confirmed. No one home at B. Now, YEKINDAR's home on A. Only Wonderful. Patsy to try and render aid. Molly facilitates a smoke. YEKINDAR waiting for his teammates to give him the go-ahead. He doesn't have to move. And Naf's the one to take the next move. Patsy caught off. Perfect play. And save is forced. A different look entirely from Team Liquid.
A bit of the wind being taken out of Spirit sails here. They couldn't respond to that whatsoever. No information. The B long play was too little too late. By the time they got that information, the fight was already through, and more frags keep coming. Elige. So it's Chopper on his ass here. 17 now for Elige. And Naf might find one just to keep a sweep of CT spawn. And oh, it's actually going to be Magix who's given up the position here. Elige does go down. Bomb will go off. 12 for the North American side now. We can return to the potential celebrations for Complexity and Liquid here. Both could be picking up victories today.
All of these frags on the T side from YEKINDAR have had impact. Every single one, just translating into something positive. And now catching up on the scoreboard as well, finds himself nestled quite comfortably between Naf and Elige.
Shout out to oSee as well, who in the early stages here was actually finding a decent haul of frags here. Redemption from a couple of missed shots, a couple of boo-boos, team flashes and whatnot over there on Overpass. Wonderful's been great throughout the series. Now he needs to be even better. Called upon.
simultaneously deployed towards the A site and towards the doors. Initial pressure. Liquid, they are certainly coming to the conclusion that you must spread out initially. That one all-in on B definitely didn't get him far. So back to the playbook, back to what has worked. You can see they're maybe even lining up for the util set.
Yeah, we've seen Nitro do this as well. YEKINDAR's been able to take this fight pretty easily, so... Oof, missed flash, just beamed it off the beam right there. Stalled out by some util, won't be able to creep too far forward is Naf.
Not someone you want to lose in the opening. Naf, the closer, nearly has an opener. He still gets Siren despite eyes on Wonderful.
It's a fake. They're not coming in. It's drawn the full rotation. This is brilliant. Great call from Liquid here. They're into B for free. The rotation through Canal, it can be quick. Everybody's left the site. 20 seconds left. Magix has just realized the penny's dropped.
Too little, too late, though. oSee with a safe plant. Decision to be made now. What happens if they push their chips?
Lost bonus is there. Residual cash too. A chance to have a look at least.
oSee, I like this angle. Posted up by Wonderful, sure. Doesn't need to go wide. Patsy likely going to take the first move. And successful. oSee with a response. Bomb half gone. Kids are present. Still, decisions to be made. Patsy's gone. That should seal their fate. And there you have it. Just Chopper. Lying in wait to take a couple away. oSee with the AWP. Oh! Holds on for a second longer. Takes the shot. Takes down Chopper, but loses the AWP in the process. No harm, no foul. He's got 14 grand to splash as Liquid. 13 daps. You can see there's just that... I don't want to be happy. I don't want to celebrate, but this is good. This is good. Look at the T round Liquid are running into the second half. 7-1. Team Spirit's defense has been flawed.
Yeah, I don't think that fake is anywhere near as believable if Siren doesn't go down. And also Wonderful was low, so he's screaming for help. They're going to buy again here, Spirit. They've got enough cash just to get another buy in.
This has been such a war. Like, mentally and otherwise. Chopper v YEKINDAR. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the bout begins. The head-to-head that's been a determining factor of this one. YEKINDAR, the sharp object. Chopper, the receiving bag of bones. Flash. And executed again. And YEKINDAR gets away. Liquid with a man advantage, 4-14.
And again, they've just forgone middle. Elige has all the space in the world. The fight coming towards A main right now is Patsy and Siren crawling forward. They need to find something, but Nitro just burrowed in. Liquid, could this be the series where they find success? 2022, Cologne and Rio not to be. Spirit getting the better of them in both of those occasions. Short, 3-map affairs. This is Liquid's chance right now to send them home.
Simultaneously getting the Dragon off their back. Oh, Patsy keeps it interesting as he wins the duel up against Nitro. But not only doing that, but securing a head-to-head with FaZe. All to play for.
They're going to split through to B here. This is really... I don't think this would be expected at all.
Wonderful and Magix have both got their backs turned. If they just play the fade, they'll have time. It's going to be very close. Where's that bomb? oSee in the pack. 18 seconds. I'm nervous for them.
Noisy.
Yeah, it has to be loud. Contact from YEKINDAR has to be at the same time. Wonderful's looking the right way. Frags in. Magic's down. Round. Hanging in the balance. It's Siren and Patsy. It's Siren. 1 versus 3 and head in the other direction. Liquid. This T side, it looks inspired. One
so much room.
Blemish on the radar, and yet, precisely, it seems Spirit willingly leaving things open under either false expectations of their opponent or just a gap in communication. But yeah, that one, that's going to be frustrating as well for Wonderful.
It's this YEKINDAR Chopper duel as well, right? YEKINDAR's just been getting the better of Chopper time and time again. Taking a bit of a look here. Round 19, YEKINDAR onto Chopper. Round 21, YEKINDAR onto Chopper. A bunch more times as well to be discussed here. So that fight over towards Dark, it's YEKINDAR's domain every day of the week here.
Yeah, round 24 as well, of course. We see playing that fade. Very avant-garde.
And poor Wonderful's pinned. His big barrel sticking out. There's nothing he can do. The frustration now at an all-time high is Team Spirit. Pistols to defend their honor here. Liquid, 1 round away from 15.
It felt so good. 9-6. 10-14. A single round to celebrate for Spirit since the half. And now on Pistols to secure match point and a handful of them. They're coming towards Siren. Wonderful, just the deagle. He has to click first. Siren bait, switch, shot. Good from Wonderful. Bomb spotted. Liquid, fumble. Nab, the savior. Forces the reposition, but that's about all to be celebrated. YEKINDAR's getting pushed. Oh my god, Patsy's hitting everything. And oh no, Liquid collapse against the half buy. Double from Patsy. Just taking some risks and they're being rewarded. And there you have the close. That's massive from Patsy. 3 in the round.
Oh, and the audacity to make some noise right there. Let Liquid know that they're still in the server. That one is going to rattle around Liquid's head. You know that they tend to struggle when there's tilt rounds in play, but still have a 3-round advantage here. A beautiful shot from Wonderful, but this is all about Patsy's 5-7 here.
And what we missed off cam was he'd already dinked YEKINDAR, which made that whole engagement very uncomfortable.
Well, they get a full buy now, Spirit, and a little bit more confidence. That series point not picked up just yet.
Yeah, that's good. Bit of wiggle room.
Here's that fight again. Dark Smoke a little bit earlier as the run boost. Don't quite land. They want to give it a go again, apparently so.
Well, gets the info safely. Smoke's the same.
That smoke could have been used to redeploy towards Dark right now, so having a smoke main and Dark gives YEKINDAR a chance to come on in and try and find this fight yet again. Another towards top mid exchange. And there it is. YEKINDAR onto Chopper once more.
Oh my god, he gets them both. One, sure. Magic's down as well. Patsy, though, the madman from the round prior, is doing it again. A concoction of crazy. This dank flank may find nothing. He's actually going to be clearing out the long way round, so they'll be into B before he really finds any more potency. Now he's been spotted out onto oSee, but detached. 5 versus 3.
Has time to go around the world here, but Alicia's already accounting for this.
Where's Nitro's health going? Whoa, whoa, whoa. The molly brings him to 20. Elige versus Patsy. 2 of the sharpest tools in this server's shed. Perfect off angle adopted. Patsy unprepared. 15. A done deal.
Couldn't do it against the 5-7s, but they can do it against the guns here, and it's YEKINDAR one more time, stepping up to be countered here. 17 for 17, but these have impact written all over them. Just one more round for Liquid now, and YEKINDAR wants to punish them even more. I don't think it'll be close enough here to take any rifles away on the save. You can see just how fortified Wonderful is. Can't miss this.
Oh, he got clipped! Caught just on the lip! And they'll stop that AWP retrieval as well. Okay, well, yeah, that's significant. We've got 4 rounds required out of Spirit, or they're going home. Katowice group stage elimination.
Oh, remember, they didn't have any timeouts left. They used all of them in the first half. If they wanted a breather, there is no chance for that. Daps not needed in the chat. Oh, I tell a lie, he is. Liquid taking the timeout here. They're 3rd in the series, and this one here stings. Wonderful. He's had a fantastic series so far. 18 years of age, been putting in an absolute haul, but getting caught off guard. The frustrations late as we burn the midnight oil. Hallie, finally, a chance to speak, a chance for the rally cry.
That feels like a bit of a gift from Liquid, you know? They're on a 9-2 T half. Spirit have not had any of the answers, and Hallie burnt all of his timeouts in the first half.
What does he do? Come in and say, hey, Chopper, I need you not to go down to YEKINDAR at Dark here.
Let's swap you. Siren, Dark, Chopper, sit on A, cower in fear, because this has to change. You need 4 in a row if you want to have a chance at continuing here at Katowice. IEM Katowice happens once per year. And you could be leaving early.
Haven't changed the setup here. It's Chopper again. The in-game leader, the boss man, not wincing from this challenge. And YEKINDAR still announcing his presence here with the spam. It's a full buy from Spirit. They have everything they need and more to fight this one out.
Okay, flash for the mid-fight. No one's going to be home. Patsy playing a passive stance. Nice to burrow Elige early towards the doors. Nitro making sure the A presence is noted. An exchange of flame for a flash.
Bombs towards A right now. They execute for the finish. We've seen it once. We might see it again. Siren and Wonderful flirting with the idea of getting aggressive again.
Dark smoke, that implies pressure. On Siren, shoulders! One and done. oSee, good for it. Again on the rifle, 25 for the North American AWPer. Now Rifler, YEKINDAR, on to Patsy. Only 3, quaking in their boots, desperate to extend play and stay in the tournament. Wrapping in, Wonderful. They've let him through, they've slipped the net, the flash is good, he's dead. YEKINDAR secures it, second for him, and only Magix and Chopper with an opportunity to voice concerns. Well, this is done. Liquid. Many questioned whether they could bounce back here on Anubis. Even the first half gave us no answers, but here in the second, their T-side inspired. YEKINDAR finds form. oSee 2. Elige finds the penultimate frag, and it's just Magix. Hopeless. Eliminated. Team Spirit out of Katowice. It's Liquid, baby, versus FaZe. One spot, 2 teams locked in.
That's got to feel good for oSee here, top of the scoreboard, a little bit of redemption. Under scrutiny time and time again, but the kid steps up when they needed him most, and YEKINDAR here in this second half. The import with so much impact.
What a final half of play.
Kept him to 2 rounds in total on the CT side.
That first half, it looked great, it looked competitive.